Welcome to Shadow Work Sunday. If you're new here, this space is where I share what I'm actively working through. Not because I have it all figured out by any means, but as a guide walking the path alongside you. I do work in real time and I share it so that if you're moving through something similar, you don't feel alone in it. And as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and use your own discernment above all else. I will give you a trigger warning. This video discusses emotional overwhelm, physical vulnerability, stress, and other things. So please take care of yourself while listening. Pause, step away if need be. And like I said, take what resonates, leave the rest. So this week, the work has been about trusting the divine or the divine plan, right? The universe's plan for me, not when things are calm and clear, but when everything seems to be going wrong at the same time. The kind of moments where stress attacks, emotions surface, feels like the universe stopped spacing things out, right? These are the moments that test trust in a very, very real way. One of the hardest parts of these phases is that nothing ever seems to break one thing at a time, right? It's rarely just one issue. It's multiple things hitting at once. And when that happens, it doesn't just affect the present moment, it reaches back and activates all your old wounds and fears and survival patterns, right? You know, sometimes when it rains, it pours, just like the saying goes. And in my case, I had physical stuff where, I'm already healing and, of course, more vulnerable. Then other stressors hit as well. People overstepping boundaries, a possible move, and then normal day-to-day stuff, So all of this piles on: bills, work, finances, family. And sometimes it can just feel like too much. And this feels so intense because the nervous system reads chaos as danger. So even if nothing is physically threatening your life, your body doesn't know that. It responds as if you're unsafe, which is why everything feels heavier, louder, and harder to manage during these times. So the shadow here isn't that things are going wrong necessarily. The shadow is the meaning that we assign to it. It's the questions that start creeping in, why now? What did I do wrong? Did I miss something? Am I being punished? And for a lot of us, there's also this one. I thought I was doing everything right. I've been healing. I've been conscious. I've been doing the work. So why this? Or why this again? Right? And sometimes, like I said, it turns into this is just too much. Too much to hold, too much to process, too much on top of everything else we're already dealing with. These thoughts don't usually come in loudly. They show up subtly, sometimes over time, and they quietly erode trust, right? Not just trust in the divine or the universe, but also in ourselves. And that's where the extra suffering comes from. Not from the situation itself, but the belief that it means we failed, or that we're backsliding, or that something is quote unquote wrong with us for feeling overwhelmed. That's the shadow we're being asked to look at honestly here. And trust does not mean pretending everything is fine. That's spiritual bypassing. Real trust allows the frustration, grief, anger, confusion without assuming the universe is against you. It keeps you grounded in reality instead of forcing positivity where it doesn't belong. You might notice here that once we name the shadow, the next question becomes, okay, so what do I do with this? And if you're someone who wants to go deeper, especially around what questions to ask yourself in moments like this, I've actually developed a shadow work course that includes a guided workbook. It's for those who want structure without bypassing and depth without the overwhelm. This video stands on its own, but if you feel called, I've put the link in the description so it's there when you need it. These phases teach a very specific kind of surrender. Not collapse, not giving up, but staying open while standing. It teaches discernment, patience, release of the how, and ultimately it teaches self-trust, learning that even when the path isn't clear, you can still trust yourself to navigate it. This is not the time to rush decisions or demand answers. It's a time to first slow down, second, regulate your nervous system, and third, stop forcing clarity before it's ready. Sometimes the work is simply staying present without making the moment mean something catastrophic. Many times the meaning comes to us later. What came through strongly from Spirit was this: you are not being punished. You are being repositioned. What feels like disruption is realignment. What feels like loss of control is an invitation to trust yourself and the unfolding in a deeper way. In closing, I have an affirmation for you that helped me. I trust the unfolding, even when I don't understand it. I allow this moment to shape me without breaking me. I stay present, grounded, and open, knowing clarity will come in its own time. Sending you light, love, and healing, and I hope this helped.